In this presentation, we'll introduce the use case of automated driving in ITS in smart cities. Communications are an important point in automating vehicles, and securing them is a critical action to avoid accidents. SerIoT system will optimize the information security in IoT platforms and networks in order to offer a secure network anywhere and everywhere. V2X communication devices in a cooperative scenario are vulnerable to an attack, which could delay information to the agents involved. In this scenario, 6 architectural components of the SerIoT system are integrated: visual analytics, the mitigation and countermeasures engine, the cross-layer anomaly detection, the data collection platform or data acquisition platform, and the SDN subsystem, and the FOX substrate. The SerIoT components are integrated to secure the system in order to automatically handle and mitigate threats. We can see that this integration occurs through a VPN connection to the IoT gateway of the agents involved. Both vehicles in the system are equipped with OBUs, onboard units, for V2I communication to the control station, and traffic lights equipped with roadside units. The infrastructure in this scenario is presented. We tested our system in Technalia's facilities, and 2 vehicles were used: a simulated vehicle using Dynacar platform simulator, and an automated vehicle platform using a vehicle Twizy, which is instrumented and with automated capabilities. Two sub-scenarios are implemented. The goal of the smart intersection use case is to verify the capabilities of the SerIoT system working with vehicle-to-infrastructure communications in a cooperative scenario. Integration with the SerIoT system provides detection and mitigation against threats found in the network. In the diagram to the right, we can see the main architecture, the extended architecture with the SerIoT system. Vehicle 1 communicates both with traffic lights and the control station, and the traffic lights and the control station are connected to the SerIoT system through the IoT gateway. In the smart intersection scenario, the following assets were integrated: the SerIoT controller with SerIoT routing engine and SerIoT forwarders, the multi-agent anomaly detection, the data collection infrastructure, mitigation and countermeasures engine, the FOX substrate, and visual analytics. All of these components were integrated in the IoT gateway, which is connected to the infrastructure in the pilot through VPN. Vehicle 1 and Vehicle 2 start circulating at 15 kilometers an hour on automated mode in Route 2 and Route 1 respectively. The traffic lights TL1 and TL2 are controlled by a control station, which starts sending their information through the respective roadside units. To the right we can see the traffic lights position and the routes followed by the vehicles. Both vehicles are equipped with onboard units in order to communicate with traffic lights around them. Here we can see the start of the maneuver. Vehicle 1 and Vehicle 2 approach the intersection. In the top right side we can see the traffic light states changing, and finally the Vehicle 1 stopping. An interruption of the V2I communications could leave the automated vehicle stranded or require manual intervention from the driver. The V2I communication must be protected against external threats, which could gain access to the network. A denial of service attack is launched from the fog node, exhausting the TCP/IP stack of the RSU2 and disabling the transmissions from traffic light 1. Here we can see the interface of the visual analytics. An increased amount of packets per second is detected. The multi-agent anomaly detection system reports that RSU2 is under a denial of service attack. This is then observed through the visual analytics. The mitigation and countermeasures engine gets informed of the attack and takes the decision to block malicious traffic to RSU2, instructing SerIoT controller with SerIoT routing engine. Here we can see the increased amount of packets and the attack going on. The mitigation and countermeasures engine is aware of a nearby RSU in the network, RSU1, and decides to reroute traffic intended for the disabled RSU2. Finally, Vehicle 1 receives the traffic light 2 message from its roadside unit and through its onboard unit, restoring automated performance in the vehicle. On a second sub-scenario, we implemented a fleet management maneuver. For the fleet management case, the goal is to verify the capabilities of a SerIoT system working with vehicle-to-infrastructure communications. In a cooperative scenario again, the integration with the SerIoT system provides detection and mitigations against threats found in the network. In the diagram to the right, we can see the extended architecture for the use case. Vehicle 1 and Vehicle 2 communicate to the control station through V2I communication using the roadside units, while the roadside units and the control station are directly connected through the IoT gateway to the SerIoT system. For the fleet management subcase, a different set of softwares were integrated: the lightweight scene flood attack detector, the SerIoT controller with SerIoT routing engine, the SerIoT forwarders, data collection infrastructure, the fog substrate, and the visual analytics. Again, all of the assets integrated were integrated through the IoT gateway connected through VPN, with the exception of the lightweight scene flood attack detector, which was embedded directly in the roadside units. In In this case, the real vehicle, vehicle 2, is performing a path following in automated mode behind a simulated vehicle, vehicle 1, both at 15 kilometers an hour. Vehicle 1 and Vehicle 2 have as well onboard units, which are connected to the control station RSUs in the road. This instructs them which path they should follow to reach their destination. Vehicle 1 stops at a crossroad, potentially creating a traffic jam, as we can see on the video on the right, and sends a message with a warning of traffic jam via its OBU to nearby RSUs. The RSU2 is close and receives the message and forwards it to the control station, alerting of the situation. Then the control station takes the decision to reroute the traffic and sends it through RSU2. Here we have the exchange messages. We can see that the road is being updated. The route of the vehicle is modified via V2I communications when a traffic jam is located. This route change is done through the communication with RSU and the control station, which monitors the vehicles. In the meantime, an attacker compromises the roadside unit 2 with a denial of service attack, which disables the ability of the control station to inform the automated vehicle of a traffic jam. Without this change in the path, both vehicles will get stuck in the crossroad. Here we can see the feed from the lightweight synchron attack detector, which detects an attack ongoing on RSU2 and directly informs of the SerIoT routing engine. The SerIoT routing engine then takes the decision to block malicious traffic to the roadside unit 2. Here we can see the rerouting. The SerIoT routing engine is aware of an alternative RSU and decides to reroute traffic going to RSU2 towards RSU1. Finally, this rerouted traffic allows the communication channel to reach the automated vehicle, which is then able to change the path instructed by the control station. This broadcasted message is received by vehicle 2, and upon approaching the crossroad, it successfully avoids the traffic jam. Here we can appreciate the end of the maneuver and the exchange of messages from V2X communication devices. We can see to the right that the route has been changed. Finally, SerIoT introduces an extra security dedicated physical layer to the devices to offer a secure by design architecture and monitoring capabilities for the sake of the network. Thank you very much.